Hi guys, I'm Boy.
And I'm Priscilla.
And this is Faith, Fun, and Whatever. Hi guys, so we are here, episode number 9.
Did you mention that we had the wrong...
Oh, you're right. So this is actually episode number 8, but since we said the last one was 8, this is 9, but it's actually 8. But we're naming it 9, so this is episode 9. So if you go back and you're trying to find, like, where is episode 6 or 7, it doesn't exist. Like, I don't know why, we just didn't.
Oh, because we missed one day.
Oh, that's probably why. I don't know what happened, but somehow we don't know how to count. But we're here today on a very special episode. We have a special guest with us. It's our first guest.
She's being shy.
She's if you know her, you know that she's very shy and not very outgoing. So this is very out of her comfort zone. And
but we're going to let her introduce herself.
Yes. So go ahead, mystery guest. What's your name?
Sua.
This is Sua. Sua is my youngest sister. And she has been our chaperone for the past 10 years. Ever since we started dating, Priscilla and I, we had a third wheel. And that was Sua. How old were you, Sua?
Like 6?
Like 6?
5? 4?
I think like 7, 8.
Oh.
Really?
No.
She was doing a...
Cause
She was in a booster.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I wasn't like 4?
No.
Or 5?
Maybe like 6
6?
or 6 through 8, either one.
Yeah. So she's been around for a really long time. But yeah, she spends the night here with us quite a bit whenever our parents go out of town, and they go out of town a lot. So hopefully it's not the last time that she's with us on the pod. But so how was y'all's day?
Who wants to go first?
You?
My day was... it was long, but like the work part was... I feel like the work part was short, or it went by fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was super hungry all day.
Oh my gosh.
Super, super hungry. Like today was like, I was extra hungry. Like it was like 8:30 and I was like, I'm starving. And then after work, and it was just like, oh my God. We went to go, my parents, my sister, and all of my kids, we went to go visit my aunt who, I think I mentioned last time that she was in the hospital, and she's out of the hospital, but she's just really sick, not doing the greatest. So pray for her and pray for my dad. That's her. It's my dad's sister. But other than that, I mean, we were there. It wasn't a long time that we were there, but it just, like the whole after school, it was like nonstop. So I just felt super long, and it was cold tonight. Like in the night, it was cold.
Really?
I thought so. No? No.
No,
I guess I'm the only one that's ever cold.
So Sue and I went to a basketball game today.
Yeah, it was boring.
Yeah. It was funny. It'd been a while I hadn't been to a game, and well, that's the one that I went to. But it was fun. I mean, overall, I guess. So we were gonna leave from here, and I told Sua, "You're gonna drive." And then she ran to the car, and she got in the car and locked the car. So I had to drive. And then so I was like, okay, fine, that's fine. But you're going to drive on the way back. So she's like, no, whatever. And after the game, everyone was there, just, hanging out, talking and whatever. And then I was like, I like to observe where people are and stuff. So I was seeing where Sua, and then all of a sudden I couldn't find Sua. So I was like, oh man, like this girl. So I see her, like, she's running towards the door, or jogging, I guess.
No, first I was just standing by the door, and I was just looking at you, because you would, like, turn and glance at me.
Yeah,
I would be there smiling, because I knew you were staring at me. But you would glance, and then you would act like you didn't see me, and then turn around and act normal, and then you would look again, oh, okay, and then you would look back. And then you started walking towards the door. And that's when I ran.
Yes, that's where I see that
Like
she's
ran?
No, I jogged.
She's like jogging out the door, and I was still in the gym, but from the gym you can see the outside. So I don't even know if I was talking to somebody.
You didn't care.
I don't know what happened, but like once I see her get out the door, I boom, I take off running. I am hitting 33, and I have not ran in a long time. Like a long time. So I took off running, and she's like walking fast and like, oh my god, no. And the thing is that I couldn't stop.
No, but
I passed the car.
He passed the car.
Oh my god!
So he didn't even get to the door. He went to the driving door.
Could have been.
So I was at the door.
Yeah, but the door was locked.
The door was locked, and I had the keys in my purse. So I pressed the button.
Oh my god!
And when I was about to open it, but boy pushed me.
Oh my god!
And I was still holding on to the handle. So like it was my arm on the handle, and then his body on top of my arm.
So you were trying to
And then she like tried getting behind me. So then I just put all my weight on her head.
And he was just on top of me for a while.
I was just like there, like, oh, I mean, I'm a big guy, so she's just until she got out, and I was like, nope, too bad.
Aww.
So she had to drive
So I
home.
had to drive.
And how was the drive?
It was good, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually,
It was worse when Boyd drove.
Yeah, on the way to the game, it was not good.
Why?
The traffic was bad.
Oh,
There's a lot of trailers.
Yeah, it was not. It was
Wait,
actually scary.
To be honest, Boyd does not like when I drive.
I don't like when anyone drives that's not me.
No, you're
My
like.
dad. I like my dad. My dad's
You're
a good
like.
driver.
What do you always say? Like you're like, boy, like be careful.
Oh, that's shoddy.
No.
Yeah.
No. With you, it's just like pay attention, because like we're going, and then all of a sudden I can see the car like right next to me. It's like if I stick my hand out, I can touch the car next to me.
No, and
Yeah.
for some reason, every time I drive, somehow I always end up hitting a curb or something.
Every time.
But that's not how I am. Like that's not who I am as a driver.
What?
I'm a good driver.
I feel like Boyd was just distracting himself by being on the phone, because the whole way he was just like,
I was.
Wait, and you know what's worse? So that I'm driving, he's like, I can't do this. I'm super car sick. Oh, I'm feel nauseous. Oh,
That
I
just
can't.
happened this last time.
No,
just
it
happened
happens every time.
And we had to stop, and I was like, I can't. Because
He's like-
I had to work on a design or something, and I was working on my iPad. And then I started working on nope. I got super car sick, and I was like,
No, he was dying the whole day, apparently, because he's like, I'm car sick. My stomach hurts. I'm nauseous.
it did mess me up. It did.
All day, and I was to blame for it.
Right, what you said right now, it reminded me, I didn't tell you, I went to what's that store? That Chinese store?
Daiso or something like
Daiso?
that? Uh-huh.
You know which
Have
one?
you been
I've
there?
never been there. I
Yeah,
heard
take
about
you.
it.
It's cool.
Yeah, they have like
They have-
skincare and like products.
We should go.
Food stuff.
We should
no?
go after the fast and then buy a bunch of ramen. They have like
Oh yeah.
Let's go, Swan. We'll go. They have like those drinks that you like pop too.
Pop.
you haven't seen those? They have like a marble,
Uh-huh.
and you like and then.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, they're cool. They're fun.
They're good. Well, I only tried one, I think.
Yeah. Joe like that. That's not good, huh? Okay. Sorry. I get canceled.
Just go.
Swan. Can I tell them that story about cheesecake?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know.
So one time we were in California. We were somewhere where there was a cheesecake factory. I think it was California. And I mean, this was 5 years ago. Or
Yeah, this is
Isaac
pre-COVID.
was
This is pre-COVID.
Isaac was the only kid, and he was a baby. So it was about 6 years ago. We were in the restaurant and we went. Okay, so Boy and Sua, they do this thing where they just say random
Stuff.
sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds.
As
that-
if we're talking.
Yeah. And that time, so I think we were walking into the restroom and you were like talking gibberish, but then the
So
chini.
it's something like just like, huh, staff, it's a question best time. And then y'all go,
So I don't know what she was, what we were doing or why she was saying that. But then as we walk in, or some chinitas are walking out, and then she's just like,
oops.
I was like, oh no.
And then they turn around and we run to the restroom.
Maybe they were understanding.
I don't think so. That was some funny moment.
Oh my goodness. Wait, I was saying that when I went to the store.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So I went and I bought, I don't know what I bought. Oh, I bought those earmuffs.
Oh.
And then I'm sitting in my car and I was like checking a message, like an email. I was reading an email and I'm there, and then all of a sudden, boom, they hit me. Like
They hit you?
like the lady was getting off of her car. And then she's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, what?
Did it get ugly, the car?
Nah. But I was like, I got scared. And then, so I was going to get off, but then her husband, it was a big truck. One is a really big truck. And she got off the passenger, and then she hit, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I was like, and then when she gets off, I can see her husband on the driver's. He's a very large man with a big beard.
And you're like,
And I was just like, don't
It's
worry
okay.
about it. No harm, no foul. Yeah, that just happened to me.
it was like that time that we went to the doctors for when I was pregnant with one of my kids.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
payback because I get out of the car and I hit a truck with the door of the car.
You were pregnant with Isaac.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, I think it was Isaac.
and so I'm by myself because me and Boy were gonna meet, and the door just like flew open, and I hit the truck. We were in the parking lot, and the man gets off,
He was
and
an older man.
yeah, I was. I mean, obviously, I was getting out of the car,
He was
so I
like
was
in
already
his
out.
late 60s,
70s even.
yeah.
So I'm there. Granted, it looked like a brand new truck. It was very well taken care of. So this man comes out and he starts yelling at me like, "What's
You're
your
pregnant.
problem?"
And
Yeah.
you're like obviously pregnant.
Yeah, and
Like,
he
it's
just starts yelling at me like, "What's your problem? Give me your insurance. You're gonna pay for this." This like I don't remember. Like I just started crying. I remember crying in front of the man. And
I was
then-
not there.
So I mean, we were gonna meet, and he hadn't gotten there. And then you get there, And then you're like, well, what's the problem? And he's like, she hit my car, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what he was saying. And then he's like, okay, well, did you give him the insurance
Yeah, I was
information?
like, okay, what do you want? And then he's like, oh, I need your insurance. Okay, here.
Yeah, but then when you got there, like, he switched. Like, he was not as rude as he was.
And then I was like, what else do you want? And then he's like, well, that's all. Like, okay.
Yeah.
We have an appointment, so we're leaving. Like, so we just went inside. Like,
I
and then I was like, this is private property, so it doesn't matter. You can't do anything.
Yeah, but that was scary. That was a scary situation. I don't think I've ever been confronted like that.
Yeah, that was...
And I cried.
Yeah, that was
It's
funny.
embarrassing.
It's okay. So that's
That's the introduction.
our introduction. The kids are asleep. Just a update. Matthew is in our bedroom right now. So if you've been listening to us for a while, you know that we've been having trouble with Matthew staying in bed, and we thought we were done with it. He has gone like 2 or 3 days good, but he's in our bed right now. So we'll see how it goes. But I did want to go into our faith segment. We need like an introduction. Like, faith segment. So talking about Chinese people. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry if you're Chinese.
Asian. I think it was something that we didn't really discuss it or anything. It was just like, ooh,
That would be a good topic.
that'd be something good to talk about God's timing and our timing. I think that a lot of times we can get frustrated with God's timing, because God's timing is sometimes, if we can be real, like it kind of stinks.
It's inconvenient.
Very inconvenient at times. And our last episode, we got to talk a little bit about stuff that happened like during COVID with my dad almost dying, and it's like, man, if we knew the outcome of things, then I guess it wouldn't be as frustrating. But in the beginning and in the middle of it all, it's like, God, what are you doing? And we can at those times be so frustrated and make mistakes or jump the gun on things. Actually, you know what? That's crazy, because I just had a conversation with one of my friends today. I don't like to. I think I mentioned it on the pod once that I don't like talking on the phone. Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, I don't like talking on the phone. But I do have a friend that I do talk on the phone with. He's not from here, so we don't talk often, but when we do, it's like
hours.
Yeah, like today's. I mean, I didn't have a lot of time, and neither did he. We talked for an hour and 15.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy. But we were talking actually about the timing, and how we can become frustrated when we know that we can do so much, and then like our opportunity isn't being given to us. Me personally, I've experienced that a lot, and to be able to navigate that with your own feelings and to not make a mistake of like I'm gonna do this or do that my way, and when I'm being told like to wait, or like it's frustrating. It is. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, or the timing of God and your timing.
Many times. If anything, I mean, a lot of times. sometimes just where you don't see the end of it, or you don't see like the I guess the light at the end of the tunnel, or you just feel frustrated in whatever situation you're in. And it happened when we were trying to get a house. We were very, very frustrated.
That was very
Because we would be in contract with the house, and then for some reason, I mean, I think we talked about it one time that we're like, we wouldn't, if things wouldn't have happened, like we wouldn't be in the house that we're in today. We wouldn't be close to your parents, like it's just like, how would things be different, like, because we were in so many, like we looked into so many houses, and they were just, it was literally like last minute where they would fall up, like the contract would fall apart, or
the house would not fall apart.
No, not the house. No. The contract where it was just like, no.
It was crazy because one of our houses, the houses that we were going to get, like we went so far as we went to the house and we wrote verses on all the
beams.
The beams of the house, and
like, I mean, that was
our
the house.
It was our house, and we did sign about 3 or 4 contracts, and last minute
they just somehow they were like, no, it just didn't go through.
Happen,
and it was just, and it also worked so crazy because at the moment, I was looking for another job, and
you were working at a hospital.
Yeah, I was working at the hospital.
No, you weren't.
Oh, I was working at I don't want to say where, but I was working in another place.
Oh, yeah.
That was not the hospital. But that place was just, it was a nightmare. Like, it was just...
You didn't even last like 2 months.
It was 2 months. I think it was like 3 months. Actually, no, because I left December, my other job, and I quit like the end of February or something like that. Yeah, that's true. That's how bad it was. Like, I'm not that type of person.
I was not very happy with that decision.
But it was just, I cannot. But now I'm in a better place. You see, it's the perfect timing for everything. Yeah. But I mean, it was just that. And like, we would have been, like, the house that we would have been, it would have been further from my work, and it would have just been just a whole different thing.
Because the house we're in now,
it's like 6 minutes away.
We're about 6 minutes from your job. We're literally walking distance from my parents' house, and we're 4 minutes from your parents' house. We're about 7 minutes from church. My job is probably the farthest, which takes me about 12 to 15 minutes. So it's like, it really is like perfect for us. It's not too big, it's not too little. Like, this could be our forever home, if the Lord pleases.
Yes, in Jesus' name. But and it brought me to think of like the woman with the issue of blood. Like, she waited how many? 12 years?
12 years.
12 years for that perfect moment. Like,
the magic moment.
Where it was like, it could have happened, but like whatever, like her experience with all that, like maybe it wouldn't, she wouldn't have that how do you say, like that yearning, or like that desire. Like, if it would have been like, oh, I've been with this issue for a year, you know, like if it wouldn't have been those 12 years that she was in, like, pretty much dying. And
if you think about it, because the Bible says that she was looking, like, she had gone to the doctors, and like was seeking medical attention and all, and she couldn't find any relief from it. Like, imagine if she could have been like, well, like, it was really bad, but you know, I found this medication, and now, like, it's controlling it.
Or
like,
it could have been where it was like, oh, it's only been a year, like, I don't need to seek Jesus. Like, it had to have been the time that she went through whatever she went through, and learn whatever in that process, in order for her to have that desire to go through the crowd and touch the hem, ¿cómo se dice? The hems of Jesus,
garment.
of garment. Like that was just like, if you think about it, like that's the perfect timing of God. Like you have to go through whatever it is that you have to go through to have that desire to seek God. Like, you know, like it's just in whatever situation, because we would pray, we would cry, we be just desperate in wanting a house.
It's like we did everything you're supposed to do. We would pray, we would cry, we would fast, we were asking other people to pray.
Yeah, I mean, we were just
I don't know if you remember in the youth services, I would always say,
pray for us.
"Hey,
We
pray
need
for
a
us.
house.
We're homeless right now." like, or I would say like we've been in the process for a year. I think it was 2 years, no, that we were in that process of.
Yeah, I think it was about 2 years, and it was not an ideal. Like, I think Sua can testify. She lived with us, and then we lived with her, and it was a lot.
I didn't have a bed for like for 2 years.
She would. I'm so sorry, Sua. She would sleep. Tell them where you would sleep.
I would sleep in Isaac's bed, the car.
Because the car is a twin bed.
Yes.
It's a twin size bed.
I would sleep there, and then sometimes I would sleep
with your mom.
with my mom, with my
your
parents
on the floor.
On the floor, yeah. Because you guys had like a baby
mattress
thing. And then when you guys moved to my house, I slept in the sofa.
In the sofa in the living room.
That
was like 6 months too. Yeah.
In the office.
But in my house, it was for 6 months.
Yeah, February, March, April.
My parents moved in February, and then COVID starts in March.
Oh yeah.
April, May, and then June. My dad.
Yeah, about May maybe.
May. My parents move out, and then June. My dad goes into the hospital.
So it was.
And DJ is born.
Yes.
So we lived in the hospital for a couple of days, and then we came out. We went home for like
Shadi
2 weeks.
lived with us
And
for a
Shadi
while,
came.
and I slept on the floor again.
Well, no, remember though that before COVID, Shadi came.
It was during COVID.
During COVID, but before my dad though. Before my dad.
You got sick.
Shadi
it was in
came,
March, no, like
and we
March.
were all staying in the house.
In our house,
That's the day I was telling you about.
That was bad. Because
I don't even remember where I was
our house
sleeping.
was 1,000 square feet. It had 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and a living room. So we were in our bedroom with Isaac. Isaac was the only baby at this time.
Oh yes.
Because you were pregnant, and so was Shadi.
Yes.
Both of you are pregnant with DJ, Daniel, and Emma. So David and Shadi sleep in the car.
Oh
in
yeah.
the twin bed.
Where were you, Sua? In your parents'
I think
room?
I was probably
My
on the
parents
floor.
were in the guest room on a full-size bed. And then I think Sua slept in the living room with all the kids, with Isaac.
Oh, remember that's the time that he bit your forehead?
Oh, and he left me a huge mark.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that was like for like 2 or 3 days because it was COVID. So like it wasn't as easy to just get a flight from one day to another or like.
So I mean, it's just.
It was a long process.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
And then even when my dad gets out of the hospital,
we go back to your parents.
DJ was only a couple of months old, and we moved back into my parents' house.
Yeah.
And then we move out, and then we sold our house, or
we rented the house.
We rented the house out. We had to move out, and then we lived with my parents for 6 months while this house was being made.
Wow,
it was.
But I mean, I think that ultimately,
and
like
my parents moved in with us.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And this was. It seemed like forever. It felt like we've been married forever.
No,
but
it's because the other day I was telling I don't know who. It's like after. Oh, it was on New Year's. We were like, man, this year went by fast. like 2024? And then I was like, it's because 2020 was like 3 years. It was like 3 years
2020
long.
was like 3 years
man,
long.
it took forever. 2020 wouldn't even finish.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's why it's felt like so long.
Oh yeah, but I felt like had already been married forever. But when one time you were telling us like we barely got married and we were already living with people, like with our families. But that's true. I mean, it's just hard to be in that process. I mean, I can't imagine like even a Joseph that's waiting in jail and you have to wait for God's time, and he goes through all of that and ends up in his favor, like everything that he...
Because that's true. Joseph's story is really cool because he's my favorite Bible character, by the way. But he gets thrown into jail like for something that he didn't do, which in itself, like for you get in trouble for something you didn't do that's messed up. But then he's in there, and then he meets a baker and what was that guy? He would taste the food, the bearer. Ooh. I can't remember how you call it, but it was the wine guy. He would taste the wine before the pharaoh, just make sure it's not poison and stuff. and then he interprets their dreams. The dreams come true. One of them gets out. And he's like, bro, like, remember me when you go out there and let the pharaoh know I'm here, like, I'm legit. And then the guy forgets. Like, bro, 2 years. 2 years he's in a process of, like, will it be today? Will it be today?
Wow, that's crazy.
And imagine because I'm pretty sure they came in daily, like, to give him food or whatever.
Bread and water.
Yeah, and like imagine they like opening the door, like, oh, is it today? And then like, no, just here's more bread and water. And like, oh, is it today? Like, no. Like you have that hope every day for 2 years though. I'm pretty sure after a couple of months, like your hope starts dwindling rapidly. And then to wait on that and because through it all, I'm sure that Joseph showed frustration, but the favor of God never left him. So that says something about his character and his attitude.
I was about to say that. I was like, you know what? Like, he could have been at the end. He could have been like, I know, I waited too long. Never mind. Like, forget this and just not receive God's blessing, Like, I think it's very important how you take things in and just how you react to the situation that you're in. Because, I mean, yes, you're going through a process. Yes, it's hard. Yes, but yes, you're not the only one or not.
I say this to the young people, and it sounds so messed up, but I'm like, you're not special, okay? Like, you're not the only one that's struggling. Mm-hmm. You're not the only one that's going through things.
Yeah.
Like,
like how you... Like, he could have been like, no, I don't want this anymore. Like he was freed. He could have been free and been like, okay, like I'm taking off, or like could have had a bad attitude, but he didn't. Like, I think that matters. Yeah. Because he could have just not received God's blessing, but because of his attitude, I mean, he went through all of that process within him being like, oh, okay, like, like having a good attitude about it. I mean, I think it's very important how we approach our circumstance that we go through and choose to be better.
Yeah. Yeah, and talking about choosing everything that's better and having a good attitude with the processes that you go through. Do we have a question for today? Since we have a guest,
we'll ask
her. Should I? What?
I said we should ask her our question.
You want us to ask first?
Uh-huh.
Or I should ask first.
Do you want to ask us a question?
Yeah.
Okay, then you be the last one then.
Okay. Yes. No, I'll just do it.
Okay. What is your question, Sue? Tell us or ask us.
Okay. Share your funniest or embarrassing moment as a couple.
There is a lot. But
Dating or married?
Both.
okay, I want to go.
We don't have time for both. I think we'll do married.
Oh, wait, I'll do one real fast. Dating.
dating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dating real fast. Wait, there's two. Okay, so one time we went on a date, and he swears it did not happen, but it did. We went to a restaurant. Sure you were there. It was like a car one. I don't know what it was. It was like a burger place.
A car one?
No.
What?
No.
We went to eat at a car wash?
No. Forget that. Forget it.
We did go eat at a car wash once. Remember? They're at Zaragoza.
Something with a...
Chuchi.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
You see, that's the one. So we went to go eat, and we were leaving, and he spilled the drink on me, and I was all wet. You don't remember?
No.
What?
You don't remember?
No, you're dreaming.
No, it happened. It happened.
It's a fever dream.
No,
Yeah.
it happened. Okay, and then another time. Hold on. Okay, now I'm remembering wrong.
You're making things up.
So I think
Our
so.
listeners are not
So
gonna believe you
we
anymore.
used to like dating. We tried to go to different places, and we went skating one time.
Oh man, you remember? We went skating. Who went? You were there.
No. It wasn't that time. I think it was just me, like
The
us
three of us?
three. And yeah, I think so. I think that's the time that you met your friend or something like that.
I met my friend.
That she worked there.
Oh yeah.
So but now I don't remember who it was. I think it was me though. We were skating and we were just somebody like ran or like skated past us, and I think it was me that fell.
Oh yeah, it was you.
I thought it was
Just straight on your butt, like.
I remembering
Boom,
it
like-
was you.
No,
but
it was
me.
you. It was 100% you.
That was
Because
embarrassing.
I remember you getting up and you thought you had broke your tailbone or
Yeah,
something.
it hurt a lot, and I think after that I didn't want to go back to skating.
We did though, like twice after that. We went with our cousins. one
I
time,
remember that.
right?
And then we went to
And then we
Peter
went with
Piper.
the youth.
Oh, I don't know.
We took all the youth on a Monday night instead of having youth service.
Did?
I wasn't there for that.
No, you were too young. I think it was when we had just gotten the youth. Actually.
What?
Yeah.
We should do that again.
We don't have skating.
You should put like a little
A pole.
a poll if you want to go skating on a Monday.
We'll cancel youth night and we'll go skating. We did that. Like that's how we
We
said,
did that with Peter Piper too, though, one time.
We did?
You don't remember that either?
No.
What's wrong with you?
You're making things up. Nope.
I think it's what's wrong with me. Yes, we went to Peter Piper.
On a Monday?
Yes.
Instead of a youth
yes.
service or a night.
Yes, the youth.
All the youth instead of or
Yes,
after?
instead
Do you
of
mean McDonald's? No. Because I remember we went to McDonald's.
no.
Do you mean Whataburger? Or you went to Whataburger too after a service?
No, I
Do you
promise.
mean bonfire?
No, we went to Peter Piper. I think it was
you
barely.
went to, it's okay.
I think it was
okay.
barely when I think Northeast had barely separated. Like they had barely like moved to Northeast, like Bethesda Northeast, and then we just all got together on a Monday. No.
No.
No, that doesn't sound like.
Yes, I'm gonna look for pictures and I'm gonna show you because
If you were a
Yes.
part of our youth group during
You have
that
to
time,
remember.
somebody, please.
on a Monday night, Peter Piper.
I don't know. I don't think this is real.
You don't remember?
I don't think I was there.
I don't think
'Cause
this
I
is
don't
real.
remember at all.
I don't think this is real at all.
I think this is real.
No, I have a story for our married. I think it's probably one of our funniest experiences.
And embarrassing.
Very embarrassing on my part.
Shameful too.
On my part,
Well,
more.
both of us, because
So
I'm working. I work in the hospital.
at this time.
Yes.
You don't work in the
No,
hospital right
I'm
now.
working in the hospital at this time. I have to be there at 6:30. I'm about 45 minutes away, right?
Yeah,
so
because you work in downtown.
So
and we're
I had to leave my house by like 5:45 in the morning, okay? And this was, maybe it was already cold.
It wasn't that cold because
Oh yeah, okay, that's
no,
true.
it was raining.
Okay,
though.
yes.
And the weather forecast stated like it was gonna rain all night.
So yeah.
And then during the morning,
So
like
we were in the house, and I was like, oh no, it's gonna rain in the morning, and the wipers don't work.
and it's pouring. Mind you, it's pouring at this time. Okay, when she says this, so like, oh no. I think I took off and I go to the store and I buy wipers.
Or we had,
Yeah. So then I get back home.
No, I think we had already purchased them, and we
and
just
we just
had
hadn't
them.
put
Yeah.
them. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right then. Yeah.
So
'Cause
then
it was,
he's like,
it was late at night.
he's
already.
like, oh no, he's.
I was like, oh, great. Well, like I'm here. I'm being the
he's-
husband.
yeah, he's being
I'm
the hero.
yeah, I'm the hero in the story right now. Like I'm gonna. So like we don't have that long married. At
I
this
don't
time.
think even Isaac is.
I don't
born.
think. Yeah, I think you're just pregnant at this time. So it's not even a year that we're married, and I was like, okay, I'll sacrifice myself. I'm gonna go outside.
Wait, and then you go to the garage to get a light.
Yes, I think even the garage is open at this. Okay, like you're standing in the garage.
No, I think it's in the front door, but yes.
So I got a light, and I'm in the rain.
Pouring
It's
rain.
pouring, and I'm changing the wipers. Okay, that's
Struggling.
and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Okay. The story basically ends there.
At that point.
Until
Years later.
years, yeah, like years as in probably this is last year.
No, it was like 3. We were still down at that house. So it was like maybe 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago. Okay.
When-
so this is now about 4 years after it happened.
Yeah. So we were just talking, right? Were we just talking?
I don't know. Yo. And then we're like, wait a minute. So how come I was changing the wipers in the rain? We had a garage.
Why didn't we?
Why didn't we just put the car in the garage? This is 4 years later that we're realizing that
we messed up. We were not the
You were
smartest.
in the rain too?
No, I was in the
no, she
door.
was in the door watching me get wet.
Yeah, that was embarrassing to
Yeah.
think.
And it was hard to put the wipers on?
Oh, it was dark. It was.
It's because he was trying to
wet.
juggle the light and then the wipers and then
I was
the
like,
rain.
have no flashlight in my mouth. Like, yeah. So I have a question for you. We're at 43 minutes already, man. What's your favorite memory of us growing up? Us as a couple, not us as siblings.
It could be 2.
No. I think that's good for another time when she comes, so we can talk about
Her traumas.
My
other,
trauma.
Yeah, her
No,
trauma.
so we can talk about our other sibling that most people don't even know exists.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
If you're listening.
I'm just saying. Wait, like you guys dating or
Yeah.
you guys married?
Ooh, well, whatever.
Your favorite.
Your favorite.
Tell him how you think
Or
I'm
just
super-
a memory that
stands out for you.
that we have had.
Together as a I don't know.
Trio?
A trio, yes.
Well, I really liked that time when, well, I was staying here, and I had a book. I found it in school, and I took it, and it's like I forgot what it's called. It's like Bible fun facts or like Bible trivia, just like stuff about the Bible, and it has like
Because
jokes.
all we do is Bible based.
Yes,
Everything
yes.
here. That's how we roll.
And well, I don't know how to read. I'm a very bad reader. So we were sitting here in the kitchen, and we started. I started saying the jokes that it had.
Yeah, they were like, no.
They don't make sense.
And they were not making sense at all. And then boy could not stop laughing, and he had to go to the sink and throw up.
Wasn't he on the floor too?
And then he fell on the floor because he couldn't
True,
stop
I
laughing.
threw up.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
That was a good memory.
Yeah,
that was
I really
funny.
like that memory.
Did you get my video? I recently sent it to you.
No.
Oh my god! I sent you the.
If we had a Instagram, we would post that video, but we don't. If anybody wants to,
To see it.
to make an Instagram for us and take care of it,
Oh, like
Let us
us?
know.
I was like, I do have an Instagram.
I know.
of our podcast.
Yeah, I realized
Yeah, if
that.
anybody wants to run our socials, because we don't have time. We have 4 kids and little time. So I have a question for you girls, talking about nothing to do with what we're talking about, but what oh man, where's my question? I had it here. Hold on. Oh, okay, here it is. What's more important? Comfort or style? The reason I ask is because, especially with girls, it doesn't make sense to me. Like the other day, after church, there was a young lady that you asked. You were like, man, those heels are super tall. They were really, really tall. Like, there's no way that can be comfortable. There's no way. Like, why would you put? I'm saying because like me,
You wear the most comfortable.
I straight up went and I got like some old man shoes. They're nice, but they're super comfortable because my feet matter to me. But like I feel like girls that like they just they don't care. Like it's more style rather than comfort. But I don't know. What's more important to you?
So, what's more important to you?
That's hard. It's because
Like, you're willing to be uncomfortable to look good?
on Sundays, yes.
Really?
But on Wednesdays, no.
I was about to say that, and also
Like a conference?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like our at our church we have our annual conference Hoy Estudia.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's like our big one, and everybody has their best.
I mean that's a great example because it's like freezing cold, but we're wearing
Open
toe
toe
shoes.
heels.
Exactly. That's my question. Why are you doing that? Why are you?
Because you have to look good.
Because it's like you're wearing, like, okay, you're a girl. You're wearing.
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not
pretend like if
at
you
all.
a girl.
Okay, Priscilla is a girl. And she's wearing a very, very pretty dress. But then she has flats.
or boots.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
When you can be wearing.
No, I get that.
heels.
Okay. But
It's because
why
flats just
not?
ruin it.
Why not? Like, build your outfit comfortable.
I mean, I think
Because I'm sure there's comfortable, nice shoes, aren't there?
Yeah.
Or comfortable, even dresses and like that. Because it's very different from a guy to a girl. I think we talked about it in the last episode or the episode before that. When we're talking about hot and cold, how with guys like in the heat we wear suits still.
yeah, that's the same.
Okay. Yeah, but I can take off my jacket Like you girls, like if I'm in the conference, it gets hot. There, I fixed it. I fixed my problem. But you girls will go like the service, like no estudia. A service is 3-4 hours, and like I see girls and it's
So
like, bro, you guys,
that
your
is-
feet are gonna bleed.
So that is hard for me. I think now that I'm older, I think I can't tolerate it as much. Like my heels have significantly decreased in height. Like the other day, was it on Sunday when
Oh,
you're like, oh,
yes.
your shoes are this good? Like the heel compared to hers. Hers were taller than mine. But I just can't. I can't do super high.
So do
I
you
can't.
take extra shoes?
I do,
But you never
I
use them?
don't use them. It's because I just personally think it's just ruins the outfit. And even like if it's like after church, okay, yeah, like oh we're gonna go with the youth and stuff and like put flats, like it's like
So as
because like in Hoy Estudia that when was it? Saturday? That Saturday, I had ordered new shoes for the conference, and we did the choir, and then as soon as we were jumping and going crazy, and as soon as that finished, I went
Wait,
to do
time out. Okay, so there, like during praise and worship when you're jumping and going crazy or whatever, you still have
heels on. Yes,
those things on?
yes, and I cannot
I thought
feel
you
my
take
feet.
them off.
No,
Like I've seen
people,
sisters or whatever, like they're like boom and they're just barefoot. I mean that's I don't think that's
no.
healthy, but I mean to each their own on that. But I feel like that is a little bit smarter as on your feet.
yeah,
No? You still have them on?
yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I have them on during choir, and I had never used those shoes. It was my first time, and as soon as I put them on, I was like, "This is a little uncomfortable," like because it was like a wrap around my ankle. But I was like, "I'll be fine." So then, as I did the choir, and then as soon as I got off, I had to do photography.
Oh my
So I was
You were on your
walking.
feet the whole
I was walking around the whole church, and I had to take pictures with the kids.
So
So
you-
I had to walk
From one building to
one
the
building
other.
to the other building. And then Brother Gums was like, "Hey, can you come right now again to do like a reel for the kids?" So I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come right now." So then we go back. I go back to church, take more pictures, and then I had to go back to the building and then come back running because it was getting crazy. And then I was on my
And we still went to CC's
and we still went to
afterwards.
CC's,
And you
and I still
had-
had my heels on.
So you didn't change there?
No,
What about that Sunday after Oye, like of Oye Estudia?
Well, no,
I
but no,
had
wait.
my
My
heels
question
on.
is this. Okay, so that's about 5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
maybe more.
But constant walking because
Yeah.
she did photography.
Yeah.
I could not.
Okay, the next day, were you sore?
that night I was bleeding
No.
like the back of my ankle because the shoe, I don't know what was wrong. It was hurting, like it was scratching my skin.
Oh my God, that reminds me. Do you remember
Oh,
that
I
time?
was thinking about it.
You remember?
But I don't know if we should say it.
Okay, we won't say any names or anything. I don't think you were with us.
We went.
We went to Vegas, and we walked the strip. We went to a conference, a youth conference, and then after the service at night, we went to the strip and we went walking, and we were going to the Venetian, the one with the river inside, and like we did about we walked a lot, like a
It
lot.
was a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it was the whole strip.
Wait, was it
Almost.
when we got lost?
Was it that? No.
Oh,
No. Because you didn't go as when it was the time that we went to Knott's, I think. To Knott's Berry afterwards. From there, we went to California. I think that's the time. And I think you were still too young. But anyway, we're going, and then when we get there, one of our young ladies,
Didn't take extra
she didn't take
shoes.
extra shoes, so she walked the whole thing on heels. And when we get there, she's straight up bleeding. Like,
It was really bad.
bad though, like blisters popped.
Oh.
It was a bad sight. Like to where
Was it to
I
a
think
point where she was walking barefoot?
she was walking barefoot, and then
In the
I think
strip?
it got to the point also where the guys started taking turns to carry her. Yeah, because it was too like it was a lot. It was a lot. That's crazy. See that's where my question births from. I don't understand.
Well, you have to be
why.
smart about it, but I think now that I'm older, I can't tolerate that much. But do you do it like because your outfit you wanted to like as a young single girl? Do you do it to like not impress, but like what?
No, I don't think that question is fair because we're married,
Yeah.
and we're still trying to wear our best.
Okay, I guess you're right.
Like I don't think it's fair to ask it like that.
But
I'm defending my little sister here.
But no, I'm not like doing it to be. But is it like one self or to like because it doesn't necessarily have to be like like but you want to look, how do you say, like better, like not, how do I ask it? Never mind, point the question.
We're gonna edit this out.
It's because I
got lost.
had
It
a
was-
question and it just didn't come out right. I'm so sorry. No,
Well.
I can't do it anymore.
Okay, so if you had to choose though, like right
It's
off the
'cause
bat,
It depends on like what the event is.
But if you had to choose comfort
okay, it's
or
hoy estudia. You're going style over
Style over comfort.
comfort. Wow, you?
I try to go in the middle to where I can tolerate the shoes. I honestly
No, you go style. I think you go style over.
No,
over-
because
yeah, you do.
to be fair, I did this. I had to get rid of a lot of shoes that I would put on. This is what I do. I put on my shoes and I try to get the kids ready. So I get ready and then I put on my shoes and then I get the kids ready. If at that time I don't tolerate them, then I take them off and I put something that I know I can tolerate them.
And how do you know though? No, because you already got the kids ready, so you don't have that cushion of.
That's what I'm saying. Like I get ready, I put on the shoes that I'm gonna wear, and I'm getting the kids ready. But
Now the new shoes, how do you know those are gonna?
because I've worn them before, like
Why didn't you just start with those?
because these other ones went with the outfit.
But now these do too. What do you? I just see. This doesn't
I don't
make
know.
sense.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Right? Right? Like I have a pair of shoes. I have some black shoes. They're the most comfortable ones I use. Obviously not. I'm
But
not
all
using.
guys' shoes look the same.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's like you have black shoes or brown shoes, but girls, you have leopard shoes, you have blue shoes, you have high heels, thin heels.
You know-
Fat heels.
You know what make things easier though? Like if you just get black and brown shoes.
No. You know what? I like to wear black
I
shoes.
do. I have a lot of open-toed
Me too.
shoes.
I think that's all I have.
I think so too.
And
Actually, yeah.
See, I mean,
and in the winter, I don't ever know
look,
what to wear
we're about
because
to hit an
I
hour.
still
We're
have
about to hit an
open toe.
hour, and it's just I am just so full of questions, and
there's no answer. There's no right.
it's irrational the way that girls think because like open-toed shoes in the winter.
Yeah.
It's because it's style.
It goes with this. It goes with the.
Like even if I look good in a short sleeve shirt, it's cold outside. I'm gonna cover up. Why would I go out? But I look good in it. So it's cold.
Like my dad says that Bethesda, from school, that the Bethesda girls, when it's cold, they don't wear sweaters. And when it is cold,
They
wear
don't.
huge hoodies and jackets and everything.
That's what
the
I
way
say
it
too.
is.
That's
the way it
that's the
is.
style now. Like it's in the
If
summer,
it's cold,
everyone
you wear
wears.
short sleeve. If it's hot,
Look,
You wear
if you are one of
hoodies.
those people, I'm sorry that you're that way.
It's you have to choose beauty over. Beauty is pain.
beauty is pain. Painter? Did you say?
Pain.
A painter?
Beauty
No, a
is
painter
pain.
makes beauty.
It's like my rice story.
Beauty
Rice.
is pain.
Can I have rice? They bring a plate of rice.
It was so sad. Okay, we have to go.
Okay, guys, thank you for being with us for this very long podcast with our special guest, Sua. Hopefully, it's not the last time you hear her and that she's with us. I think she was barely breaking into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of that. We're wrapping up. We're gonna
You did
wrap
good,
this
Sua.
up.
Thank you.
So, you have any last remarks for our listeners?
You're gonna be hearing yourself.
No, I'm not gonna hear this episode.
You have to hear it because we have like 6 followers,
And you're one of
them. So it drops to 5.
Keep listening.
Nice.
Keep listening.
Yeah. Do you want to drop your handle,
What does that mean?
No, either.
your Insta or your
Oh yeah.
Snap or
Oh yeah. So Aki has 25 or 24.
Follow.
One of those two.
follow Sua?
Follow me.
Yeah, she probably won't follow back. Follow
No, she doesn't even answer our texts anymore.
her.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I'm always.
Oh
No,
my goodness, Sua
Sua.
is the worst. The worst.
I always.
The
I always
worst.
text back.
We have a chat.
Like
the
3
three of
days
us,
later.
like,
I
hey,
heart
Sua.
it. I like it.
No.
Yes, I do.
Nope.
No.
You know who does it? Boy.
What?
I always have to be like, boy, what do you think? Boy, what do you say about
Okay,
this?
you know where I'm really bad at answering on Instagram.
Oh, I sent him so many reels.
Sua sends me so
And
many
he never
reels.
sees them.
The other day,
Yeah, he doesn't see mine either. It's
I don't
okay.
open them. It's like 30 reels. Like, how am I gonna go through? And then I go back and actually like them. So then I start hearting them, and then I remember this was like 2 weeks ago. It's just really.
Yeah, he doesn't see mine either.
And
I
then
have to
I
tell
have
him.
a group chat with Boy and Shadi in Instagram. And it's just me sending reels there too.
Yeah.
So neither of my siblings answer me.
Yep.
I answer you, Sua.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
On the reels, yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's our episode for today. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, share. Yeah, we want to keep doing this, but as long as people are actually listening, if not, then we can stop. So hopefully you all can continue to follow us and have others follow us. So yeah, that's a wrap for our episode number 9, 8. It's 8, but 9.
Okay.
This is episode 8, but we're naming it episode 9. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.